Okay, so when you think of vitamin D3, what comes to mind? Probably a little pill in your medicine cabinet, right? But what if I told you it's not a vitamin at all? Today we're going to look at D3 in a totally new way, as something called the sunlight signal.
Yeah, I know. That's a pretty bold statement. It basically throws out everything we thought we knew. I mean, if it's not a vitamin, then our whole way of thinking about it has to change, right? So what is it then?
Well, a much better word for it is a hormone. And what do hormones do? They're messengers. They're signals. That's their whole job, to carry instructions and tell your body what to do. And honestly, that one idea, the idea of D3 being a signal, that is the key to understanding everything we're going to talk about today.
Okay, so if D3 is a signal, where's it coming from? Like, what's the source? The answer, you might be surprised, isn't found in a pharmacy or inside a little plastic bottle. Nope. It's something way more fundamental, way more ancient.
See, you gotta remember, our biology is old, like really old. And for almost all of human history, our bodies had only one way to make this hormone, and that was from sunlight hitting our skin. That's it. This isn't some new age wellness tip, it's literally baked into our DNA. It's how we're designed.
And this right here is the main idea, the big takeaway. Sunlight isn't just, warmth and light. It's information. It's a message. The environment is literally talking to your biology, sending a direct message to all your internal systems, telling them exactly what to do.
So what's in this message? What's the sun actually telling your body? Well, more than anything else, it's a message of safety. It's telling your cells, hey, you're connected to the outside world. Everything's okay. It signals that it's safe to switch out of that high alert fight or flight panic mode and into a state of calm, orderly regulation.
Okay, and this is where we get to the big problem. The problem of our modern lives. That ancient, super important line of communication, that signal from the sun to our cells, it's been broken. And when that signal goes dark, well, that's when chaos and confusion start to creep in. And I mean, the change has been huge. Just think about it. We went from being a species that lived outside, under the sun, to a species that lives in boxes, drives in boxes, and works in boxes. We basically cut the cord. We cut off this ancient signal. And that created this huge mismatch with our biology. It's no wonder many people think the rise in so many modern diseases is directly connected to this.
Here's a really easy way to picture what's happening. Think of vitamin D3 as the head teacher or the principal of a school. When the principal is there, walking the halls, everything is orderly, right? Teachers teach, students behave, the rules are followed. But what happens when the principal is gone? Total chaos. Everyone starts doing their own thing, rules get ignored, it's a mess.
It's a great analogy, for sure. But what does that chaos, that cellular chaos, actually look like inside our bodies when the head teacher isn't around?
Well, it's pretty much a system-wide breakdown. For starters, communication just falls apart. Imagine a city where all the traffic lights are broken. Total gridlock. Then, chronic inflammation kicks in. It's like a fire alarm that's just stuck on, blaring all day, every day. And finally, the immune system just gets completely confused. It can't tell the good guys from the bad guys anymore.
And you know what thrives in that kind of loud, inflamed, confused environment? Rogue cells. See, cancer is basically chaos in cell form. It loves broken communication because it can grow without anyone noticing. It hides in all that noise from the inflammation, and it can easily slip past a confused immune system. Its absolute worst enemy is a body that's calm, orderly, and well-regulated.
So that's the problem. That's what happens when the signal breaks down. But what about the flip side? What happens when we fix it, when we restore that signal? What happens when the head teacher finally walks back into the school?
I love this analogy for the immune system. When the signal is weak, your immune system is like a guard dog that just barks at everything. The mailman, a leaf blowing by, it's useless, right? But when you have a strong D3 signal, it's like a calm, well-trained dog. It knows exactly when to bark. See, it makes the immune system smarter, not just more aggressive.
So here's how it brings back order. When that D3 signal is back online, a few things happen. The immune system gets better at spotting real threats. Normal cells get a reminder to behave and follow the rules. All that chaotic background chatter gets quieted down. And that constant nagging inflammation, the volume on that gets turned way down.
And this is a really, really important point. Vitamin D3 isn't a weapon. It doesn't go in and directly attack cancer or other diseases. Think of it more like a janitor, or maybe a groundskeeper. Its job is to clean up the whole environment, restore order, and take away all the hiding places that those bad cells use to survive and grow.
Which brings us to really the biggest mindset shift of all. We have got to stop thinking about D3 as just another medicine, just another pill that we pop.
So let's be crystal clear about what this signal is not. It is not a magic bullet. It is not a cure for cancer, and it is absolutely 100% not a replacement for proper medical treatment, period.
So what is it then? Well, it's something much deeper, much more foundational. It's a fundamental signal our bodies were built to run on. It's a master regulator that keeps our cells in line. And maybe most importantly, it's a powerful reminder of how our biology actually evolved and the kind of world we're supposed to live in.
So if you're going to remember just one thing from all of this, let it be this sentence. It's a sunlight message that tells the body how to behave so good cells stay organized and bad cells don't take over. That's it.
And I want to leave you with this final thought. The story of vitamin D3, it isn't really just about a hormone, is it? It's about our disconnection from the natural world. And it makes you wonder, when we removed the sunlight, we removed one of the body's most important instructions. So the big question is, what other instructions have we lost?